Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. It's going to be something a little bit different from last time. I'm not going to have a script, I'm just going to go offhand. And today we're going to be ranking on creating a Kingdom Hearts for how likely it is that these worlds and stuff are going to be in Kingdom Hearts 4. Now I got it divided for a little bit. The top three are very likely, somewhat likely, and slim chance on how likely it is for the world itself to get in. Not anything else, just the world when you go to explore, do all that kind of fun stuff. Next is maybe a character, maybe a summon. That's pretty simple, just like somebody like living in Quadratum, just being in the game without being a whole world to itself. Something else is just something I couldn't think of before. I didn't have enough room on this list. And then last is just no chance at all. There's not really a reason why for these to be in the game. So first thing I want to start out with is I just found this list off of tier list place. I added a few Disney movies itself, but like I said, most of these are just going to be straight from the list itself. First one is A Bug's Life. Like I said, with this and most of these, I don't think most of them really have an honest chance of getting into the game. So it's probably going to be no chance. So same thing with this one. I liked the movie. It was a good movie, but like I said, I don't foresee a reason why it would be in the game. Next is Aladdin. And now with these, it's just going back to the whole franchise Aladdin, not just with the poster here, the King of Thieves. It's just going to be Aladdin itself. Aladdin was in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but they missed it in Kingdom Hearts 3. I think if they would have kept it in the Kingdom Hearts series, it would have been a world in 3 and not 4. Same thing though, you might have like Genie as a summon like they did in Kingdom Hearts 2, so maybe a summon for Genie. The next movie we have is Atlantis. Now, I know what a lot of people are saying, in box office did no good, so Disney probably doesn't want to have anything to do with them, so I say, like A Bug's Life, no chance. Next movie we have is Bolt. Same thing. I'm sure most of these are probably going to be the same. I don't foresee a reason why they would put Bolt in. If they do it, there's going to be a summon, but I don't think it's really popular enough or new enough to really warrant that. So, same thing, no chance. Next up we have is Brave. Now, this is the first one on the list that I feel like actually has a chance to get in. I don't think it's very likely, but I think it has more than a slim chance to actually get a world itself. So, we'll do somewhat likely. Now, I do have a lot of these movies down here, so it is going to take a while. Next up we have Jungle Cruise. For a live action one, I mean, like, it could have something there, but I don't know why. And like, other than like other more popular movies, it might have a chance, but for live action, but there are just other movies that are live action that just fit the game a whole lot better. So, no chance. Next up we have is Cars. You know what? The Cars movies aren't going to get a world, because there's no way that Sora would go into the Cars world to become a car. It's the same thing as like within Lion King and Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora became a lion, and I liked it, but like, it took away a lot of stuff from Sora's, especially like his moveset and stuff like that. It just felt really weird for Sora to become a lion at that point, and I think at this point in the series, it's going to be even more weird for him to become a car. I don't foresee him as a summon, but I could foresee him or foresee the movie becoming like a mini game of some kind. Like, Sora might have like a car form and like around a racetrack for a little bit. I don't think it has any chance to get in the game at all, but it's very small. So, but like, I think it could be a cool little fun mini game. So we'll go ahead and do it as something else. Next up we have is Coco. I don't know. What I've heard a lot of people saying is that like how Sora is basically in the afterlife right now, that Donald and Goofy were like going through this world to get to him. But more realistically, I would see them, if they do it in that route, that they would go through Hades, through Hercules. The movie is a really good movie with a really cool environment and a really cool premise to it. So I feel like it has a better chance of getting a world into it just because it has that really cool environment and the really cool storytelling in it. Do I think it's more than Brave though? I feel like Brave definitely has more of a chance to get in. Huh. For now, we'll keep it in slim chance, and that'll be our gatekeeper for the slim chance category and the somewhat likely category. Out of everything, I feel like that's a good one. It's kind of on the edge of both. I could see either. So if something has a better chance than it should be somewhat likely, but if it has less of a chance, it should be less than that. Ooh, Emperor's New Groove. Let's see here. I don't foresee it getting a world, and I don't think for a summon it would have. There's not enough wackiness to the character. I don't say wackiness to the characters, but like no creature characters. Like you have Cusco as the llama. Could you have Cusco as the llama as a summon? I don't foresee why they would do that. So it could be something else. Like I said, like the same thing with Cars, it could be a mini game, but that could go with any movie. And do I realistically think that it could get a mini game? Probably not. As much as I love this movie, it is a really great movie. I really don't think it has a real too good of a chance to get in. Next up we have Encanto. Let's see here. I never watched Encanto, so I really don't know where to put this. I feel like it's a popular enough movie to where it could get a world. It's just what I've heard about it. There's not really a whole bunch of places that you could go to. I know it's the house is the main area and like a little village, but other than that, where could it be? Like where could you go in the game as a character? I feel like how popular it was whenever it came out, it's not very likely. It's definitely not very likely. It could be somewhat likely, but do I really think it has a better chance than Coco? Probably not, just because of what I've heard about it, like the environments in it. I say there's a chance to get in, but a slim one. Next up we have Frozen. If it gets in, it's definitely going to have something in it. Do I feel like it's going to have a whole world to it though? Is it going to be a recurring world? Now, we do know that Tetsuya Nomura did want Frozen in the game, and it wasn't Disney who told him, you put this in the game or else. He wanted the movie in there. I think they were like, sure, you can put it in there, but you're going to have these strict rules, because this is one of our biggest IPs right now. So you're going to have these strict rules to go by. And I don't think he had enough creative freedom for the world that he wanted. If it does get in, I say it's a somewhat likely chance it will have a world. I don't know if I should put it in somewhat likely or very likely. No, I say it is very likely just because the movie is just so popular. I think it has a good chance to get in. Next up we have, I know people really love this movie. I've watched it. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite. Nah. Just nah. Next up we have The Incredibles. I feel like with other properties, I don't feel like it has a good chance to get into a world. Like, for example, I feel like Big Hero 6 or Marvel has a better chance to get in it more than The Incredibles does. But would they want to have a new superhero IP? Because the way I'm thinking about it too, it's like the world environment in the movies. How would they differ in the game? So like, for example, Frozen is like a snowy mountain versus Brave, which is mainly like a castle and forest area. And want two big forest area in the game, just the same thing as you wouldn't want 3 superhero movies in the game that all have to do with big cities. That will just make for kind of boring, samey world designs, when Kingdom Hearts is known for having different designs for every world. I say it has a slim chance. I definitely don't think it has more than Coco. No, I don't think it has more than Encanto too. So right there you go, buddy. Next movie we have is Inside Out. In my personal opinion, I think Inside Out is very likely to get into the game because it's just so the world itself can be so different. It might be like a mini game world. I would rather it have a full world to itself to show like the darkness inside Riley and how darkness affects people from the inside. So I feel like it has a very cool premise and a very good environment for the game. It's different enough from like forest, ice area, city. Is it more likely than Frozen though? I thought they're about the same, but I feel like Frozen. Nah, I'm not. Yeah, Frozen had a little bit more of a chance to win. Next up, we have The Jungle Book. Now, as most people may know, The Jungle Book, they've been wanting to put it in for a long time because they know they found that those models and code for The Jungle Book in Birth by Sleep. I think if they're gonna put it in the game as a world, they would have done it by now. I could definitely see Baloo as a summon. I don't see it as a mini game or anything else. I don't want to say it has no chance because they have definitely thought about the franchise before. So I would say maybe a summon. I don't think you could have just a character in there from the movie in Quadrillum or anything like that. So a summon would probably be pretty good for Baloo. Alright. Next up we have Luca. I haven't watched Luca. I heard it was a pretty good movie. I don't really foresee it getting the world. I don't foresee it getting the summit. It might have something else, but I really, like I said, to me, I've never watched that movie, so I can't properly rate it. But what I've heard about it and what I've seen in like trailers and stuff like that, it just seems different than what Kingdom Hearts would want. So I don't want to say no chance. Yeah, I'll say no chance. I highly doubt it. Meet the Robinsons. I want it in there, but it's lacking. It's an older movie. It's not like a classic Disney movie, but it's like kind of an older movie. I don't think it was that popular to where it deserves to be a world. Don't get me wrong, it was a good movie, and I just don't foresee it in the game, so no chance. Whoo, Moana. Yeah. Just right there. If this does not get a world, I will be surprised. For one thing, it's a very popular movie. It's pretty sure right now, again, same thing as Frozen, one of Disney's biggest IPs. It has a cool concept for a world, same thing as Pirates of the Caribbean was in Kingdom Hearts 3. You can go ship sailing. If they wanted to do that route, they don't have to, but I feel like it would definitely be a kind of the water world of the game. So I feel like it has definitely the best chance of getting him. Monsters University, or Monsters Inc. just in general. For what they did in Kingdom Hearts 3, they definitely have room to go back to it, but would they? I feel like it definitely has a chance. Do I feel like it definitely has more of a chance than Encanto, I believe. Does it have more of a chance than Coco? Because remember now, Coco's our gatekeeper. I say probably. Because they have done it before. There is a chance they could just reuse it. Whoop. Onward. I feel like this is a very underrated movie. I don't know. Every time I see something about it online, people don't like it, but I don't know why. It's a pretty decently good movie. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about, is it going to get in Kingdom Hearts 4? I think it could be like a summon, maybe. I really don't think it was popular enough for it to be a whole world to itself. Maybe. No, I think it could be a summon though, potentially. Like the main character uses magic as a summon. That'd be cool. I'd like that. It's a good movie, but no. Boop. I love the movie. It's like one of my favorite Disney movies, but why would they do it? Oh god. No explanation. Let's go on. Pocahontas. Nah, because you have other movies that do the that have like the kind of forest area better. This could be more like a plains area, but a plains area might be kind of boring for world design, I would imagine. Just big flat areas. I feel like the themes of it could go really along well with Kingdom Hearts, but the world itself and American history, I don't see it, so no chance. And plus, if they're gonna do something with it, they would have done it by now. If they were gonna do anything with it, it would have been in Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't know the reason why they would put it in 4, something that's been around for like almost 20 years. This movie flopped, didn't it? I heard it flopped real bad. I did watch it on Disney Plus, and I stopped watching after like 20 minutes. I couldn't get through it. It could have a character. It could have a summon, maybe like the big dragon be a summon. Like I said, I only got through the first 20 minutes of it, so I really can't tell you much about it. I'll say maybe a summon, just to get those IPs in there. So, same thing with Coco. The first part of the movie, where it's like, well, maybe not the first part, but like the part where it's like they're in like the beginning world, before birth world, that would be a really cool area to explore in the game. I don't want to say it has no chance of getting in. I feel like it definitely does have a chance of getting its own world. I'm pretty sure it was kind of popular. Would it be more likely than Encanto to get in? Yeah, I think it would. The Black Cauldron. Nah. Like, I know a lot of people love the movie and they would love to see something done with it in Kingdom Hearts 4. I've never watched it, so I couldn't tell you how good it does, but I know it was like one of Disney's darkest movies, and where it's so old, I don't think Square Enix would have even heard about it, and I don't think Disney wants really much to do with it, so they probably wouldn't have told Square Enix more about this movie. Just so you all can see, I'm trying to fix this, and but this is how many more I gotta go. Whoops. Let me see if I can fix this. Alright, so this is probably the best way that I can fix it for now. And then right now, that gives you all a little sneak peek of what's to come. So next up we have is Toy Story. Yeah, I feel like if any world was to continue from Kingdom Hearts 3, from Kingdom Hearts 3 to Kingdom Hearts 4, it's going to be Toy Story, just because the story itself wasn't actually finished in Kingdom Hearts 3. We left Woody and Buzz in that fake world, whatever it was, I don't really know. But if a world's gonna continue, it's gonna be Toy Story. Yeah, I'll say right there. I don't think it's very likely, but Moana's probably gonna be more likely to be in it. Next up, we have Treasure Planet. Wow. I love this movie so much, and I know everybody else does too. I know at least every video I've seen that's done stuff like this, they always put Treasure Planet as the one they want the most, and it's probably definitely one of the ones I want the most, but is it one that I think that's going to be likely? Probably not. Probably the same thing as Atlantis right here. I don't think it really did too well in the box office, and I think Disney wants to put it behind them. So as much as I want to put it right here, it's going right here. That makes me sad. Next up, we have Turning Red. Same thing. I never watched this movie. I don't plan on watching it. I've heard very good reviews about it. I've heard really bad reviews about it. So I really don't know. I think realistically, I don't think it's gonna get us own world, because I'm pretty sure it's just like set in like Canada or something like that. I think maybe America, but I'm pretty sure it's just kind of small town. The world environment wouldn't be that good as far as I know. Like I said, I never watched the movie, so I don't know. It could get a summon. That is definitely possible, but I feel like it could get a character. I've heard popular things about it. Maybe Ray could be a character in it, like living in Quadratum. But nah, no. I think that right there is good for her. Next up. Definitely at least a character. I don't think a summon will be good for it. I don't think the movie itself was a really good movie about adventure, but I don't think it really needs a whole world to itself. But I think like the old man, you could have his house in Quadratum or on the outskirts of it, and just have him living in his house before he like moved. Wally. I don't want to put it in no chance at all, but I don't think a character from Wally could get in. I don't think it would put him in as a summon. Maybe something else. Then probably something else. Yeah, more than likely that. I don't think it would be a mini game, but they would probably put him in like as like a cameo or something. How they did with like Lady and the Tramp, have like a statue of him or something. Mr. I'm gonna wreck it. That's like somewhat likely. Like we have had summons become worlds later in the game. How Simba was a Kingdom Hearts 1 summon that got a world in Kingdom Hearts 2. It is a very decent popular movie franchise, but I don't think it's as likely to be as other things. So I feel like somewhat likely is a really good place for it right there. Be real with y'all, I never watched this movie either. I have no clue. I don't know why they would. So I'm sorry to the people who really want this movie in there, but I don't foresee it. I don't think I don't think the movie itself could get in, but I feel like I could definitely have Robin Hood as a summon of him just going like, you summon him, and he just goes up in the air and rains arrows down from above. That'll be a cool little summon thing for him to do. I definitely don't think he's gonna get a world in it. I say maybe a summon. Alright, same thing as earlier. I've never seen this one. I know people really want it a whole lot, and I respect that. I feel like I could see them as like little rat characters living in Quadratum. Like you go like in a little back alley, and you'll just see them sitting there. I could see that. I could see them as like little tiny characters in the game. Zootopia. I feel like it has a decently good chance of getting in. The world itself, it may be Metropolis, like how it is in Quadratum, but there's other areas you can explore too besides just the Metropolis area. I definitely don't think it's very likely to get in. It's definitely not more than Brave, but I feel like it's more than Coco. So probably think the Wreck-It Ralph right there. Yeah, Ralph's definitely more likely to be in there. Princess and the Frog. I feel like it's pretty likely to get in. Now, just because I say it's likely to get in doesn't mean I particularly want it to get in. Although I do want all those movies to get into the game. They only have a certain amount of world they can put in the game, so I don't want to oversaturate it compared to everything else. Does it have more than Brave though? Ugh. Ooh. That's rough right there. I like New Orleans as an environment more than Brave, but with a Japanese RPG company, which one are they more likely to do? I feel like Brave is a little bit more likely to get in. As much as I want it to be up here, and I would personally put it in there, I feel like Brave just has a little bit better chance than getting in. Next up, we have Pirates. I know Pirates was a pretty popular world in Kingdom Hearts 3, but for water worlds in the game, it's gonna definitely come down to these two. And I feel as of right now, they have more chances later to put Pirates in. Because right now, with Moana is definitely a more popular movie right now than Pirates. And I feel like they can always come back to Pirates later if they really, really wanted to. Of course, they can always come back with Moana too, but I feel like where it's more popular right now, why not do that right now? So I feel like, it still definitely has a chance of getting in. But it's definitely not like better than other places just because you have Moana right there. feel like they could definitely do something with robots, but nah. Even that, no. I just don't foresee it. Like I said, same thing with most of these things. Disney kind of just moved on past them. I really don't foresee Square Enix really wanting to do anything like that when there's other movies to do. Next up, we have Alice in Wonderland. Now, I wasn't thinking like the cartoon version, like the old classic one. I was thinking like the live action version. Because where this is Quadratum, they might have like, it definitely has an environment good enough to stand out from the rest of them, and because where this is a different, not a different world, but like not a different universe, but whatever Sora is in right now, it could be like there's different versions of the worlds he's used to, so they could like do the live adaptations of the movies. So out of all the live adaptations, I feel like Alice in Wonderland has the best chance of getting in. Now, I don't know how they could use Johnny Depp's likeness. I don't know how copyright and all that stuff works. But if they were to go this route, I don't want to say very likely. I would like to put it up there. Now, as I put it up there, I feel like it's just a wacky enough choice that they would do it. Because it's just because with every game, there's always kind of that one world where like you just kind of don't expect it to be in there. And I feel like this would be the movie that they would choose. Like I said, this is just kind of Star Wars in general. We've seen the trailers. We know Teshimo has already said before that he's wanted to do Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts, and I don't want to say it's basically confirmed because it's not confirmed yet, but we've seen things similar to it. Next up, we have a Goofy movie. It should be right here. It really should, but I don't want to put it here. So I want to put maybe a character. Because we already have characters like Pete, Goofy, and characters already in Kingdom Hearts. But I want to see Max in there. I don't know how they would do it, but like have like maybe go back to like that Disney World or Disneyland or not Disneyland. What I can't remember right now off the top of my head. I feel so stupid. But I want to see Max in that. I would, out of principle, I don't want to put it in no chance. I know I should, but I can't. Next up, Big Hero 6. Same thing with The Incredibles. There's just so many superheroes movies that they could do, and they could definitely go back to Big Hero 6 if they really wanted to. So I just feel like more than likely it's gonna be like right with The Incredibles because they're just pretty much so similar. But which one do I believe has a better chance of getting in? I say Incredibles because usually for returning worlds in Kingdom Hearts games, there's only ever like 2 or 3, and that's with worlds being so big they have a limited amount of worlds they can do. And I feel like with Frozen and Toy Story, they already have those 2 spots filled for returning worlds. So I feel like I said, it's neck and neck. I could see either one of them being it, but I feel like The Incredibles has just a little bit better chance of getting in. Whoop. Brother Bear. Same thing as Cars, but less likely. I just don't foresee Sora becoming an animal again. It could be a summon, but like I feel like it's a bear summon. I feel like Baloo would be better because he's a little bit more iconic. I'll probably say no chance. Elementals. Did this movie flop too? I'm pretty sure it did. I remember watching trailers for it and being really excited for it. And then I watched one trailer, maybe 2 trailers for it, that I never saw anything about it again. And then when it came out, I heard it flopped. I don't want to say no chance, because there definitely is a chance. I say a slim chance. It's definitely teetering on the edge of no chance. But I feel like with the characters in the world, that gives it a little bit better chance than, and just how new it is, because newness is always a factor, and we'll just put it barely above all these, or all the no chances down there. Whoosh. Except something I haven't watched it. Same thing as Elementals. It's a new movie. I think it's too new for it actually, because it just came out last year. I think same thing with, was it Princess and the Frog, or it was a movie that a lot of people really. Oh, it was Moana. Or was that? Yeah, it was Moana right here. That people were really thinking it was gonna get into Kingdom Hearts 3, but because it was so new that the development time started so early that they couldn't fit it in because it was just too new. I feel like Wish is like that. Because I think, well, kind of these two are kind of the same. Because they're both really kind of just too new. I say, but yeah, I'll change my mind about elemental. Let's go on no chance. I've convinced myself. Whoop. Hercules. I say very likely, just because of what we've seen out of the first trailer. That more than likely is Hercules. It's definitely not confirmed, because it could definitely just be a cutscene, because Kingdom Hearts does love to do that, just show you cutscenes of things and you never actually go there yourself. I feel like, and plus it's been like in almost every other single Kingdom Hearts game. I don't see why they were stopped now. Feel like just because of that trailer, as of right now, it should go in here above all the other things that we just haven't seen. Like I said, I would be really surprised with Moana. I would be genuinely shocked if Moana is not in the game. So I feel like Hercules is like the next best option because of what we just already seen. Boop. Boop. Ice Age. It could definitely be a summon. Like have like Manny or like Sid. I feel like that would be a really cool summon. It definitely won't be a character. I don't think it's the same thing with all the other ones with like Cars and whatever, the Brother Bear. I don't foresee Sora being another animal again. But just because there's not enough in something else, I'm going to put this down right here to make it just a little bit more even. Mr. Evenskins. Woohoo! Lilo and Stitch. Same thing with other ones. I want to put it up here. And I love Lilo and Stitch so much. I really, truly do. But Stitch is the poster boy for summons. He is the poster boy for summons. And with Hawaii, like for an actual world of Hawaii, I feel like other things just... It does a lot of things good. But I feel like other things do things better. Like for the beach, in the movie, you don't actually go out to sea. And there's nothing really past Hawaii in the movie. So Moana does that better. And like with the town, forest-ish kind of area, Brave does that a whole lot better. Like with the forest, but like in the town, there's not really much in the towns that you do. And then space, Star Wars is just like, so why would you have a space Lilo and Stitch when you have Star Wars on the table? And like he's been in a lot of other games, so I don't feel like they're just gonna leave him out. So I think he is just the poster boy of summon. That's just his thing. Because with Lilo, like she's a really good character, but there's a reason in the title, Stitch is just it has so much bigger words to it. This little blue ball right here, he himself is just too outshines all the other characters. Mary Poppins. In my last video, I already explained this, but I'll kind of go over it again. For Mary Poppins is definitely a character. Her world is like, you don't watch Mary Poppins to be in England. You don't watch Mary Poppins for the values and stuff for Mary Poppins. Some people probably do. But you watch Mary Poppins for Mary Poppins. And like, she is like the character I want most. Not like, it's like a little side character. Have her like a minigame character. Where like in the park in Quadratum, you can have her just sitting there over the paintings. And like between every couple worlds you go back and there's another painting there. And that will be a different minigame. The Muppets. I really want the Muppets. Same thing as with Mary Poppins. There's definitely a chance that it could get characters in there. I would like to see a whole Muppets world compared to everything else, because the Muppets themselves are just so iconic. I want them to get a world so bad. They're just... Because you can't have just one character. You can have Kermit and Miss Piggy, but you're going to miss out on so many others if you don't put them in. It could have like a mini game. I would like that. Like have like a little theater in Quadratum and have them just in the theater. I'd like that a lot, actually. They could be characters. They could be like kind of something else. But I feel like they should be like right here, right behind Mary Poppins as characters. Like small, little, tiny characters. Maybe for like a mini game. And with this one too, I just now kind of thought about it. With Inside Out, even if it's not a world, you could definitely have Riley living in Quadratum. And you could have like a mini game inside her head. I mean, like there are so many different things you could do with this movie that I just don't see a reason why they wouldn't put it in there. Like, there are so many different options they could take with it. Neverland. I feel like Neverland has probably dropped off in the Kingdom Hearts series by now. I don't feel like we really need it anymore, because we did the ship in Kingdom Hearts 1. We had Peter Pan as a summon also. Well, but Tinkerbell. Then we had him in Birth by Sleep. And then we had him in Days. I just feel like Neverland has run its course. I don't really feel like there's much really else you need to do with Neverland. Like, there is a chance, but because I don't think it's going to get a world, because there are just so many other movies that deserve a world more than they do. But it definitely doesn't deserve no chance at all, just because it's been in the game so long. Maybe something else. I mean, like, I kind of don't know what to do with it, and that's what this category is mostly for. Like, I don't see a reason not to put it in there. Tangled. I don't feel like where it's already been in Kingdom Hearts 3, same thing with Big Hero 6 here. I don't foresee them returning Tangled as a world over other things, because the whole thing in Kingdom Hearts 3 of Tangled, it was just the movie. And you've watched the movie. There's not really a Tangled 2. So they could definitely do something with it like after, but I don't foresee it. It definitely has more of a chance than Pirates. I say put it right there. I think right there is a really good spot for it. Marvel. Honestly, I don't want Marvel in Kingdom Hearts as popular as it is. And I have watched a few of the deep Marvel movies. I feel like between Marvels and Star Wars, I would definitely do Star Wars more over than Marvel. Because with Star Wars, at least there's like, I don't want to say as complicated as a plot or as complicated as like, but with Marvel, there's too many different things you could do with it. Too many different main characters. Like, who are you going to follow? You can follow Spider-Man, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. Like, you could do the Avengers. You could follow that plot movie. I feel like there's just too much, and that's a whole different universe that I wouldn't want to touch. Because if you jump into it, and let's say you do Spider-Man as like your first person. As like your side character, then people are going to get mad and be like, why ain't Iron Man in there? People are going to get mad and be like, why isn't Thor in there? And I feel like there's not just one main character in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because it is so popular, I don't want to say there's not a chance. It definitely goes in slim chance. I don't think it has more than Coco. Soul. I would rather see Soul, but I feel like Marvel has a better chance of getting it than Soul. Because like I said, just the concept of it is just too much. I can see why people want it in there, but I just don't. And plus with all like the copyright stuff, and that, I'm sure that's just going to be too much of a hassle. I think that's Indiana Jones. Maybe a character. I mean, like, have him living in Quadratum. I mean, just like, why not? I don't want to say no chance. Because like, it's still a pretty popular movie franchise, so I have like a little small thing in there. Definitely won't be a summon, definitely won't be a world, definitely won't have something else. If anything, they can have Indiana chilling there, or he's not really going to do much. Whoop. The Nightmare Before Christmas. I really want it to be in there, but I don't realistically think it would. Why would it? I think the same thing with Peter Pan is kind of just run its course. I really don't want to say no chance of it getting in, but I think I have to put it in there. And the last one we have is Winnie the Pooh. You see, this is a tough one, because I'm thinking it's the same thing as Alice in Wonderland, because it's iconic to the series. It's been in every main title Kingdom Hearts game. I chose this poster specifically because it is that live action Winnie the Pooh. So like I said, it's in Real World Quadratum, and you can see a different side of Winnie the Pooh. And because, like I said, I think it could be very likely, because, like I said, it's been in every Kingdom Hearts game. I don't foresee why they would stop doing it now. You can maybe have the Muppets take over as like the minigame world rather than Winnie the Pooh. But Winnie the Pooh is just, I think it's just too close-knit for Kingdom Hearts. Now, with Disney losing its copyright over the Winnie the Pooh, that might deter Disney from wanting to put it in Kingdom Hearts, but I don't know. Because Disney lost its copyright of Winnie the Pooh in 2022. So I think that puts it in a little bit of a sticky situation. I think this is probably the hardest one, just because of the copyright issues and stuff like that, of where Disney doesn't own it anymore. I think that kind of hurts it a little bit. But because it's so important to the series, I think it still has a good chance of getting in. So I'm going to put it in somewhat likely. I think it has a bigger chance than Zootopia, but not as much as Wreck-It Ralph. Like I said, it's not just the live action, it's both of them, both the cartoon and the live action version of it. I just, like I said, I really don't know where to put it because it has really good things going for it and it has some things going against it. But I think right here is just a good spot. And that's pretty much the entire list done. I feel like this is a pretty good, decent list right here. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Have a great day.